There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino Is the Name.
Hey, yo, what's going on right now? You're watching Casino Is the Name, and this is the second video with Tim Mercer, aka the Bootstrap Millionaire, and we're talking about government contracts. And just a second ago, we were talking offline. He said something. I said, wait a minute. We got to get that on camera right now. What? Okay, so you said in government contracts, there's only two types of businesses. Let's start there.
Yeah, I mean, and I want to make it simple for a lot of people because I think a lot of times we can get complicated. Yeah, but a lot of people makes it complicated, right? Yeah. You know, when people ask what kind of business you are, et cetera, et cetera. In government contracting, there's only, in my opinion, there's only two types of businesses. You're either three. But the third one, most small businesses don't play in. But I'll let you know what it is, right? You're either a reseller, right? A reseller of someone else's products and services, right? Mm-hmm. Like I'm a reseller. I resell Dell computers, Cisco equipment, all that type of stuff, right? You either a reseller where you are moving products, or you are a staffing company where you're moving bodies, meaning that you're helping the government find people to come on site and do work for them, right?
I'm in staffing.
Right, that's right, you're in staffing, that's right. Or you're a manufacturer who actually is somebody that produces something for the government. Like Boeing is a manufacturer because they produce the airplanes and stuff like that, right? So most small business owners won't necessarily fall in that category. So we'll talk about the two, which is reseller or staffing company, right?
Right.
Now, you have to choose which one you want to be. You can't be both as a small business because they both have different lanes and they both, not only just specialties, but how you even go after contracts are different. For example, if I'm a reseller, right, I'm reselling IT hardware, software, I'm selling the government toilet paper, right? I'm selling the government cameras or whatever it is, right? Bed sheets and stuff like that, right? Mm-hmm. I'm just buying the product, marking it up, and selling it to the government, right? That's a totally different sales cycle because when I'm looking for contracts, I'm not looking for RFPs. I'm looking for RFQs, which is different. RFP is a request for proposal. RFQ is a request for quote. So they just want me to provide a quote because they already know what the product is. The government already know. They already know the manufacturer part number. They already know what the product is going to do for them. Yeah. They just want pricing from me, right? But if I'm a staffing company, meaning I'm moving bodies, right? You know, I'm bringing on resources to go on site to do staff augmentation for the government. Then is when they're going to put out an RFP because they want to know if the people that you are putting on site really know what they're doing, right? So RFP is going to be a little more intensive, right?
Gotcha.
I chose the path of product sales because the sales cycle is just a little bit easier. Now, there's pros and cons with everything. The con with going the product side is you got to have access to capital because the government is not going to award you a contract, $1 million contract, and say, hey, go purchase these bed sheets for us, and they're not going to give you a check before you go and purchase. You got to purchase them first, and then wait for your money to come. Okay. So you have to have access to capital if you're going to play in that product game.
Gotcha. Okay, now, I love the analogy you used about the camera. You say you don't really even know, like you sold a bunch of cameras.
Yes.
You don't really even know what they do, like how to use them.
Right,
But you said, explain the markup that you were just saying.
Yeah, so you think about it. I mean, let's take the camera that's filming us right now, right? That camera is probably about retail. That camera is probably about $900. About a $900 camera retail, right? Mm-hmm. Now, if I'm buying that camera to sell to the government, I'm gonna connect with the manufacturer of that camera, and I'm gonna become a reseller for them. So I'm not gonna pay $900 for that camera.
Okay.
I'm gonna probably pay about $600 for the camera because I'm gonna buy it wholesale.
Nice.
Right? Okay. Now the MSRP, the retail is $900.
Yeah.
I may sell it to the government for $725, right? Wow. So that's about $125 markup, right? Yeah. But I'm selling them
below markup.
Yeah, I'm selling below MSRP. Oh, absolutely, right. They're getting a great deal because they know what the MSRP is. But here is where the advantage comes in. I'm not selling them one camera.
Right.
I'm selling them hundreds of thousands of cameras. So if I done sold them 1,000 cameras,
100,000 cameras,
and my markup is 125, well, you do the math.
1.2, like that's crazy.
You see what I mean? So that's where, because the government buys so much stuff and they buy it in bulk, that's where you get your better, that's where you make a lot of money, And keep in mind, it's not like you're cheating the government. It's not like you're getting over on the government because they're buying it at a much lower price than retail, right? Yeah. It's just the fact that they're buying in such volume.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Sheesh.
And keep in mind, I never touched the camera. The camera doesn't come to me. Yeah. The camera is being drop shipped from the manufacturer to the government. So I never touched the product.
That's crazy. So even if you made $1 and 100,000.
Yeah, if you
100,000.
Yeah. And how much time do you think it take for you to basically go and procure the product? I mean, if you got a relationship with the manufacturer, you put in a quote, you put your PO together and all that type of stuff. And
like 12 million.
Yeah, I mean, now like I said, the only caveat is that you have to have access to the money to buy it, because when the manufacturer ships that product, they're sending you an invoice, or they may ask you to pay for it up front. I've had situations where the manufacturer would ask me, "Hey, look, you got to pay for this up front." So I gotta either gotta have a line of credit,
right.
or I gotta send them, a deposit for $250,000, right? To be able for them to be able to ship it out.
I was always focused on the money. I started with nothing. I was born to be an entrepreneur. I'm a real estate investor. Had my own trucking authority, multiple college degrees, ex-military. I'm an author, motivational speaker, not to mention I'm an accountant. But with all the things that I've done, it was government contracts that truly made me rich.
Yo, what's going on right now? You're watching Casino is the Name, and if you wanted to know how I started my trucking business, I have an ebook called Big Shot, Hot Shot Volume 1, Own Your Trucking Authority. It's a great book, 5-star reviews. The link will be in the description below. Go get that. Yeah.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Me and her together, we just count it up. Money on my mind, I can't get enough. Don't play with my money, you don't want no beef. Cause I come from the bottom, I come from the street. When she first saw me, she said, who is that? When a man saw me, he called me a threat. I'm the one that really lived with a rap. They ain't never did it, they ain't really trapped. You say you want to be successful, but what's stopping you? Can't nothing stop you from being successful except for you. You standing in your own way. I came from the bottom. I ain't know nothing but the grind. You can't tell me nothing about that. I caught the bus at Basin Street Projects in Tallahassee, Florida. You hear me? I used to think $1 million would last me my whole life. I'd have made that and spent that. $1 million ain't enough.
There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino Is the Name.